Hello, hello. I don't know if anyone's out there, but I'm saying hello. Hopefully somebody comes on soon. We'll find out momentarily, shan't we? Somebody's here. Who is that? Identify yourself. This is a cold, snowy Friday. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Steph. Hey, Sparkles. Hey, Parisa. Up to 7 people. I see you. Essence. Hello, Essence. Anna Maria. Wow. That's very cool. Did not expect to see Anna Maria. Essence, I hear from a little bit. Just woke up. That's terrible. Hey, Caitlin. How are you sleeping? It's 12:43. How are you sleeping until now? Gee whiz. That's not good. Oh, bueno. You're wasting the day. How's everybody? I'm bored. I'm just taking a minute. I figured I'd say hello. I said I'd do a live stream this week. Hey, Raina. Hey, Stasia. Hey, David. So I said I would do one this week, and I haven't done one. I did make a couple videos this week. I hope you got to watch them. And that's kind of what I want to talk about first. Hey, Samra. Yeah, but sleeping late's not good for you. That means you're staying up late, and that's not good for you either. You know, you should be sleeping. You should be aiming to sleep at least 7 to 8 hours. Anything more than that is just, it's really not good for you, especially if you're not exercising or anything, have any reason to sleep that long. My kids sleep late too, but they have school this week. They weren't like you guys. Make a couple videos this week. Hoping you got a chance to watch them. I did make a video on research. Hey, Sammer. I did make a video on researching and putting together your key terms and questions for 8th graders. So I'm wondering if you watched it. Okay. Kayla. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Hey, Kayla. Well, you're a senior, so. Yeah, my son and daughter, they were off Monday, and that was it. So, yeah. Anyhow, hey, Julian. Kayla Reyes. Wow, I wish I could actually see your face. I don't like doing, Facebook Live or Instagram Live to see people, but Kayla, boy, would I like to see you now. Wow, that's very cool. How's high school life? Where are you going again? Do you go to St. Catherine's? I don't remember. Okay. Yeah. I met Kayla when she was in 6th grade and then taught her 7th and 8th grade. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I do. See, I remember things. How's Natalia? And yeah, again, I wish I kind of could do this live so I could actually see people's faces. That would be really cool. But so you see me, having to glance over at the chat to see, what people were saying or thinking. Tell I said hi too. Wow. Yeah, St. Catherine's, it's a small world. That's a big school, especially for girls coming out of VNA. We have a lot of former students that go there, along with Preston. That seems to be a popular one. Spelman's a popular one. Besides the public schools, which of course, a lot of people go there too. The videos I made this week. First, if you watched the video I made on for terms and questions, just let me know if you did see it, if you saw it, if you liked it. I do have Instagram. Kayla. I do. I don't add my current students, but I definitely, I didn't know you were on there. You got to look for me. I'm not hard to find. Kayla, I would totally add you. Joseph. Wow. And that's from the Wayback Machine. Joseph was in my class 6 years ago. So he's in college now. He graduated in 16 with us and then went to college, high school at 20. So he's in his 2nd year of college. Joe? I think so. Okay. If you guys watch the videos, let me know what you thought of them. I did 2 videos this week. One was just on kind of note-taking because 8th graders are having a hard time with the exit project. And hey, Zamir, how are you? Oh, we're getting a decent turnout. I guess everybody's snowbound and stuck in their house. Oh, so you're a freshman. Okay. All right, good. Yeah, I hope the note-taking one was helpful. And then I did a second one for the 8th graders also on Boss Tweed versus Thomas Nast. So I'm just wondering if you guys watched them, if you liked them, if they were easy to watch, if the sound came out okay. If my lip went up too much, I know when I talk, my lip goes up. It's always fun watching myself talk. It's weird, you know. Anyway, yeah. Well, I Sparkles. Hopefully, someday you'll be a former student, and I'd like to hear from them too. It's Haley G. Which Haley is that? I wonder if that's Haley Morera. That would be interesting, but I don't know which Haley this is. So, I hope it was helpful. That was kind of the point. I realized in going through the exit project stuff that a lot of people are having a really hard time with it. And part of it is, some of you aren't used to doing research aside from when somebody's in school and like basically guiding you through every step. The high schoolers that are here and college students that are here know that research is a big part of what you're doing and reading independently and working independently. I know with COVID, it's tough, but I do need you guys to get better at that. But I made the video to try and help you. I actually made a video last year as well. What was it last year? Yeah. There was one on writing an outline, and there's another video I did on finding the terms and questions. So hopefully you can do that. I am going to look right now, Kayla, because that would be very cool. Football's not going right now because, unfortunately, I don't. Let's see. There she is. And you see, how would I find you with that name? That is such an odd name. If not for your picture, there's no possible way. You understand? See, that's the frustrating part. Like, you guys all come up with these weird, crazy names, and how the heck am I supposed to find you? Who is this now? Huh. See, mine is very simple. Well, I'll say it, but I'm not going to add you if you were younger. Okay, Social Studies Bascom, the same as my YouTube channel. I try to keep it basic. Like, it's just, I want my students to find me. I don't like following current students. I won't follow you, to be honest, until you get older. So, Kayla, you're actually the perfect age now. Now I, you're hopefully away from the teenage drama and getting ready for college soon enough. So, hey, Essence, but that's what I do there. So, subscribe to my channels if you haven't subscribed. I'm up to 313 subscribers, and I think I started years. I think I started when I had Kayla, when you were in my class. Yeah, well, now that I have you, I'm not worried, but it's just really confusing when everyone comes up with these names. It's kind of like when I'm 500 years old, so I remember when Facebook came out and everybody would have all these goofy names, and I guess that carried over to Instagram. I don't do Snapchat. I think I don't have time in my life for, looking at people taking endless selfies of themselves, but, what's up, Jeff? Yeah. Wow. Kayla, I miss you. I got to see you. That's pretty cool. Each time I've done one of these live streams, I've had an older student come on, and that's been really cool. Like, I had a student from like 14 years ago come to my last live stream. That was really cool. And now he's 26 and he's, writing a doctoral thesis, which is pretty cool. So usually I get students from a year or two ago. So it's cool that I got Joseph here from 5 years ago, got Kayla here from 4 years ago, and I got a bunch of my currents. And then I have Xavier from last year, which is cool. I got to figure out a way. Maybe somebody can tell me in the chat, how can I do this live besides doing Facebook Live or Instagram Live? Where I could see your faces. Is there another way? If you know, tell me. Email it to me. That'd be great. But that's kind of what I want to do, because right now I'm looking at the chat. I know kind of sort of Mr. Galasso did something like that, but I think he pre-recorded it, so it's kind of what I want to figure out. Yeah, but a Zoom meet, I can't get to everybody, then I have to invite you, and that's a certain number of people. I don't want to do a Zoom, I don't have, no, both of my kids have TikTok. I don't want it. My son will send me stuff every once in a while. That's funny. He sent me a video earlier today, but I don't want to be on there. Yeah. Google Hangouts is not good. I might just have to do the Instagram Live and that stuff, but I don't want to do Zoom because, again, that's just for like the people here. I would be cool. Like, I look at this, like when I grew up, I used to listen to a lot of radio, and even now I listen to a lot of podcasts. I'd rather listen to things than watch, but I like the idea of like a radio call-in show. People used to call up the radio station. You could hear them talking, or having an actual real conversation. And then with podcasts, you can't really do that, but that's kind of what I'm looking for. I do want that. I'm not going to do TikTok one. And like I said, not the Zoom, but I got to find a way to kind of create that. Maybe have a regularly scheduled Facebook live thing or Instagram live. I've done that a few times, but when I do that, nobody ever comes on. They'll just say, like, they'll just do the wave, like, hi. And that's not an actual conversation. It's kind of boring, you know? So at least this, I'm getting some sort of, interaction, I don't know who Ikayoko is, because again, all these crazy names. Yeah, Instagram is probably a good one. I should try that. And then at least then I could do that with older students and players. Like I have a lot of my former players on there. I'm at 1:00. I'm going upstairs to watch today's episode. My son already watched it, but he has a break at 1:00, and I was planning on going up there to watch it then. So I've been watching it. Let me see. What does it say? You can request people to join in one at a time and do a Q&A. On Instagram, Kayla? Or on this? Because that would be really cool. I would like to do that. So. All right. So on Insta, tell me, Kayla, just type it, because you just said, yeah, but I don't know if you were answering my question. I am planning on having some, okay, Kayla, good. I am planning on having movie clubs again. It's been weird because we've been full remote, and, I, like you, I'm on the computer all day straight through, and sometimes it gets a little like, oh, I got to step away from this. So, but I would like to try and do movie clubs on Thursdays again. Mostly with the 8th graders, I got to be honest. There's a lot more good movies that fit the 8th grade curriculum than teach the 7th. But I will try to I definitely want to bring that back. We are going back to school, so that'll be a little tricky too, unless I stay late at school, which is possible. But we have to see. I'm supposed to coach softball again this year. Football's out right now until the summer, I hope, at least in the Bronx. If you live or go to school outside of New York City, they have sports back, which is great. But in New York City, they're still really limited, Yeah, Kayla, I think you and Natalia, you guys came to like every movie club. That's back when we used to get a lot of people. The last year has been so weird with COVID and schools being closed and remote teaching and hybrid. And we go back next Thursday, but I'm a little about it because I'm still not going to get to interact quite the same way. I did buy a new microphone the other day so I can move around a little bit and still be heard. What's Parisa saying here? I think you can add people to a Google live stream, but they have to have an active channel and post content. Yeah. I'm glad Sparkles, you're happy to be going back. I want to see you guys. I miss teaching quite the same way that I normally do. That's why I'm kind of trying to make the video, but it's not the same, So even when I saw you guys were testing a couple of the 8th graders, that was cool because at least I got to sort of joke around with some of you. Although one of you got so mad when I joked with them. Ugh, moved my desk. I don't want to say the person's name, though. You're not happy to go back. You're happy because of something else. Oh, okay. You're happy because you got to see Sesame Street this morning that made you happy. What are you talking about? But you know what I did that day, Parisa? I did move your desk on purpose, but I loved it. You were like, oh, I was so tense about this test or anxious about this test, and now I'm just annoyed with you. And I was like, good. That was kind of my goal, to kind of distract you a little bit. Nastasia, you're not going back? How come? That stinks. I was kind of hoping you were one of the people that was there for a while. So hopefully, again, as more and more adults start getting the vaccine, it's not eligible to kids yet. I'm getting my vaccine hopefully next week. And hopefully more and more people are doing it, and people have been careful and cautious and wearing their masks and doing the right thing with social distance and washing their hands. Hopefully, things get closer to normal. I heard one thing this morning that kind of bummed me out, saying, oh, I think we're still going to have to wear the masks through the rest of the year, even with the vaccines. But hey, I'm kind of used to the masks. I go to the mall, wherever, and just wear it. It's not that big a deal. Some people act like it's very dramatic and it's needless. It's just a mask. It's not that big a deal. It's like wearing a hat, Let's see. So only blended students are going back to school. Yes. Now as far as your teachers, I know in the 8th grade, I'll be back. Miss Santana will be back, and Miss Molisani will be back. The rest of the 8th grade teachers are remote. And then as far as the 7th grade teachers, I know besides me, Mr. Lazarus and Miss LaFreeze will be back. I don't know what's the situation with Miss McConville. I think she was already remote, and I think Miss Bingman will also stay remote, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay. You like wearing a mask? That's different. I've never really quite heard that. Anna Maria, where do you go to school? Don't you go to Switzerland? Just went back to. Yeah, and I know like in New Zealand they tried that at some point. I'm hoping so. I have, friends and family that work in the entertainment business as far as like sound and lighting and things like that, and they have been working. Go to Scanlon, okay. And where's your brother go? Doesn't he go to what's that weird school's name? It's not weird. I just can't think of it right now. Yeah. Anxiety. I understand, but I think Miss Malsani will be back. But I know Miss Skorka is going to be remote. Miss Robinson and Miss Hernandez are going to be remote. Salesian, that was the name. That's why it's weird. I can't think of, because it's not even spelled like it sounds. I knew I was thinking of it for your brother Sammy, and I just couldn't remember. I know he's doing really good. I think I follow him on something. If you guys want to follow me, again, I don't follow newer students. I won't add current students, but once you're done with me, I do add. So like I just added Kayla. I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna go check that out. So anyway, listen, I gotta go. I just wanted to say hi. Subscribe if you don't subscribe. All right. Tell your friends, especially former classmates. I think I remember two of those teachers. Well, Miss Skorka and Miss Molasani were both teaching younger grades back then. They taught elementary school. Miss Santana's new. This is her third year here, and she's very young. She's makes me feel ancient. She's a good teacher though. And so you would only know Miss Hernandez and Miss Robinson. The others are either moved up or started new. So hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad Stacia had fun. I'll do this again, especially if I'm bored. I'm actually less bored. It was nice kind of talking to you guys. So, and now I started adding the 7th graders too. So anyway, subscribe, tell your friends. If you're older, I'll check you out on Instagram, and maybe I'll do an Instagram live next so I can see some faces. All right, guys, be good. Stay safe. Go outside. All right, bye.